as we set the wheels in motion for this Final Fantasy episode, I'm going to take the opportunity and liberty to make a few shout-outs to some other YouTubers out there that are doing what they do and making the world a pretty good place with their entertainment, even those that are upcoming right now. And I find that to be very, very cool. First shout-out's going to be going to the dog Princess 9. The one that has a picture of Ash and Misty on the cover. Look like they're getting ready to dry hump or something. It's like, hello. But overall, I do like your channel outline there. It looks very becoming. Because you do a whole lot of love story type of videos between Pokemon and Pokemon relevant videos. Next up is going to be a shout out to none other than Cool Dude 360. Cool Dude. I've been looking at your work, my man, and you do very, very good work. And you go through a lot of good trouble in order to get your stuff out there. And keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, my friend. People will notice you the more you keep putting yourself out there. But I remember when I first got my start earlier this year, it was very difficult to try and get any ground. But little by little, as you work at it, you will get somewhere. And it will amount to something very great. My next shout out is going to be to Link Gamer 0337 for making a lot of really good Legend of Zelda stuff from both the NES and from regular Nintendo. Keep up the good work, because you do good work also in making a lot of retro video games come back in a nice modern day perspective. Like seriously, keep it up. You're doing really good. And the last one is going to be for Supreme Danny 24, a fellow Transformers player. Met him out there in the field with Dark Primus once. That guy is very strong, and he's very dedicated to his work and trying to make some videos depending upon how much free time he's got. So there you go, guys. Shout out, Supreme Danny 24, Cool Dude 360, Link Gamer 337, the Dog Princess. Keep up the good work. And that's pretty much the end of that. Amidst my shout outs to the YouTube community, I'm also going to just mess around here for a little bit in Final Fantasy and see where we go.
The protophile sea that threatened academia is no more, and in the sky floats the 13th Ark. The people have built a society with their own hands, using technology of their own devising. However, the day when Cocoon is prophesied to fall is drawing closer.
Awesome.
We did it. We actually did it.
I think you all must be happy now.
This is what you wanted to see, wasn't it? Welcome to the future, you say? Are they real? Now, is that a polite way to greet old friends? I mean, we haven't seen each other in what? How many years?
And how old do you seem to keep getting, Hope? Like 10, 20 years? Like, seriously?
Please come by my headquarters when you get a chance. You're guests of the Academy. Alyssa?
All the time traveling, old enough to be your grandfathers. Well, let's take Kingpin up on his offer. On we go to the big building in the middle of nowhere in the future.
Where do we find the Academy?
probably the most impressive looking building. What about that one?
Yeah, that looks about right.
After all's said and done, you handled the proto-fal'C pretty well. What did you do to it anyway?
I sort of have an idea of what happened, but I can't really explain it. It was more of a hunch, really.
A hunch. Well, we won, and that's what matters, I guess.
Bob, 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 bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave.
I hear academia is the place to be if you love big cities. You can do everything through a touchscreen panel. It's almost like magic, isn't it? I'm magical too. I can open shop anywhere. I can even prove it. See?
I'm not impressed, Chocolina. If you can make me some fried chicken and hot wings, then I'd be impressed. Sorry, but I'm a very particular and hungry man for some chicken.
Thank you and thank you.
No problemo. Bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave, bop, 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 bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave. Yeah, we're almost there. There's some impressive graphics on the tower when I really stop to take a look at it. The Academy 400 years in the future is very nice as opposed to 300 years in the future.
Maybe she's a
Bop,
model.
bop, 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 bop. Let on in, please. If you would please be so kind as to let us in.
Giddy up. Over there, Mom.
Magic trick.
Kids have it so easy.
Let us in, boy.
Hope told us that he invented a machine called a time capsule. That's how they got here. Back in 13 AF, Hope devised a plan to build an artificial fal'C. It was called the Proto-fal'C Project.
Right, and then the
He wanted to
project
use the
failed,
new
and then
technology
created
to
the never-ending
levitate
loop,
Cocoon.
thus the preceding.
But then one
time
day,
thing.
Hope saw a certain prophecy in the Oracle Drive.
So I activated the Oracle Drive and watched the prophecy. I saw you fighting the proto-fal'C, and I saw you screaming out at me. Your machines are driving me nuts.
Well, I was getting pretty ticked off by that point.
Well, exactly. So we were forced to reevaluate the project and eventually abandon it. Okay, you saw Sarah getting
Bullshit.
mad at you, so you canceled your project, and then poof, the proto-fal'C disappeared. Is that about right?
Yep.
We didn't destroy it so much as it never existed in the first place.
Bullshit.
We were following the wrong path to the future. If the proto-fal'C had managed to get control of Cocoon, it would have made itself the second Eden, and we'd be back where we began.
Yeah. It would have been just like how it was on the old Cocoon. We realized we couldn't let that
Bingo.
happen.
The
We
whole
had to levitate
branding
Cocoon using
people
only
of
human technology.
fal'C.
Right. Not to mention that if you had kept with the original plan, your machines would have killed you. Really. Then we owe you our lives. Thank you.
Buddy, you lose your temper and the whole future changes.
Yes, actually, that is funny. Very, 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 very funny. Hold your horses, lady.
So, I bet you're dying to know how he came to the future, huh? Kinda. You've heard about the time capsule we used? It's a device that slows down time only for its occupants. The effect is caused by the creation of a powerful gravitational field and, well, essentially we just slept as the outside world flashed forward into the future.
This capsule of yours can't take you back, can it?
Unfortunately not. And considering it broke down after a single use, I doubt it'll prove to be a popular method of time travel.
That's very
You
unfortunate.
risked your own life for the sake of Cocoon. Oh, the director was there with me. Hey, Sarah. After coming to the future myself, I think I understand how you must feel. The Academy has welcomed us with open arms, and we can research as we always have, but
Nothing really changes, but I really don't see any general productivity that comes from the research that they do here other than just Cocoon, but you don't
please,
really see the
you have to
results.
let me
That's the
apologize
problem.
for the way I treated you in the past. Maybe you can't forgive me for that, but I hope as fellow time travelers, we can face the future on friendly terms.
I'll add this to the design.
You do that. Meanwhile, I got some
The
questions.
Academy has made progress on its investigation into the 13th Arc. At this stage, there is good news and there is bad news.
Okay.
Let's hear the good news first.
We've discovered that the Arc's reactor is powered by an ore cluster, known as the graviton core. By collecting these, there's a possibility that the new Cocoon will be up in the sky in no time. That is good news.
Yeah, okay. So now you gotta hit us with the bad news.
Bingo.
Each ore cluster provides only a certain amount of power. The 13th arc, for example, requires a single graviton core. We're going to need multiple cores that we can't seem to find.
Need a hand with the search?
If there's one thing we're good at, it's looking for weird objects.
We could use the help. With you two on the case, we'll have those cores in no time.
I'll put together some data on graviton cores. Check in with the Academy front desk.
Been there, done that earlier this year. Last year, I should say. That was a lot of work for nothing. It was up
Alyssa
here.
and I decided to...
Is that thing that's floating above us now?
Yes. In the end, we abandoned the idea of restoring the old Cocoon. Instead, we plan to build an entirely new shell. Of course, there's still the problem of how to keep such a creation airborne.
A whole new Cocoon.
And you would think in
That's an
future
ambitious
times you would
plan.
know how to generate more fossil fuels
Sure
rather than
is.
relying on newer
And
types
that's
of
why you're
technology
here, to find out what
that could
keeps the
eventually
Ark
kill you.
afloat.
You go towards past knowledges and discoveries
When we
rather
learned of
than
the
trying
Ark's
to find
appearance
new
through
ones
the Oracle
that
Drive, we
are
had
more
to
harmful
conceive
than
for
helpful.
ourselves.
But I guess we all make mistakes. I mean, it's all good.
I can't believe it. You found a graviton core.
Well, I've been standing here with it the whole time, lady. Graviton Beta.
Wow, this must have been tough to find. Oh, thanks to you two.
Graviton Gamma. And the last one, Shazam-a-Lamos.
Did I tell you? The director is inventing a new device.
The Academy has been making progress on the development.
Using a paradox against itself, huh?
Exactly.
Paradox against a paradox.
There's a possibility we may come up against the man who appears in the Oracle Drive recordings. The war has already begun.
Monsieur
We're fighting to
Caius.
protect the future itself.
A battle to the end against Caius.
But, director, didn't you say you were missing a certain material?
A chaos crystal.
Well, hey,
And we've got the Historia Crux.
I knew I could count on you. Once you found the crystal, I can build you a prototype.
Give me 2 seconds. Boop. Here you go.
brought us another
Boing.
cluster?
Here you go. Once again, boing.
Sarah, Did you really do it?
We had. We had collected all the ore clusters Hope needed to levitate his new cocoon. I don't think I'd ever seen Hope look so happy and excited. But this was just the
Not in
beginning.
many years.
It would take a century to complete the new cocoon. And if the old cocoon were to fall before it could be finished, well...
I know we can do it.
He's right, you know. Have you seen that broken gate in the town? Well, it's all fixed and working normally.
We collected the ore crystals, so the future has changed, Kupo.
Yes, I think so. And look what I found. It was lying next to the gate.
Ooh, opportunity.
In fact, I wonder which era this unlocks.
Kupo?
Maybe it takes us to the day the cocoon collapses. The one we saw in the prophecy. The one where Caius is fighting.
Possible.
Time for the final showdown?
Very possible.
Let's all fight together. We'll follow you to the future by a different path. There are things there I have to protect.
Right. You mean Vanille and Fang and the new cocoon.
Bingo. You got it. You got it. You got it.
All good here. You're leaving for another time period.
Where did your travels take you?
We ended up at a casino called Serendipity.
There's an ancient
Serendipity
right.
doodah. A legendary thingamabobber that I know not about.
It's all coming together. It's so exciting.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
It won't be long before they're able to launch their arc. It just seems so incredible they've come this far. Noel, are you worried at all? Caius has tried to interfere before. Maybe he will again.
Remember, the Caius who caused the Seath incident was just an imposter. I wonder why the real one didn't intervene.
I hope he lets us finish here.
Maybe he will. If that's what it'll take to protect Yule, I know he will. I remember we argued about that very thing once and... Wait. Did we argue? I don't remember.
Are your memories playing tricks on you again? Noel, something must have happened between you two.
Damn it. I wish I could remember. Not being able to protect Yule. And being the only one left alive on the planet. And then leaving that place and traveling to Valhalla. I should know these things.
I wish there was some way to find out. But I wonder, your memories disappearing, does it have anything to do with the future changing?
That could be a very possible scenario.
Looking good.
Alright, let's head on over to the gate. Chocobo power. Chocobo to the powers. To the power in the hour. In the itty bitty hour.
Oh yeah, it does look like the gate's fixed.
I think we're getting close to some kind of final reckoning. Before we jump through this gate, we better make sure we're good and ready to fight.
I wonder what Caius is up to. Where is he?
Well, we still don't know if he really is against us or not. His silence makes me nervous. He's always been deadly quiet before taking action. It's like the calm before the storm. If he is in Valhalla, then he's been watching everything we've done here. And if he sees a weakness, he'll exploit it without mercy. We let our guard down, we die.
So we better not use the gate until we are definitely sure.
I believe we already established that little girl. I am ready.
Let's go. We We don't have anything else to do here now. If we have to fight Caius now, then so be it.
All right then. Let's go do it.
Sounds good to me.
Leaving without even a farewell?
What? No, of course not. We were going to drop by and see you before we left.
That's what we figured. Thought we'd save you the trip.
Thanks.
I hope the future turns out like this. A place where we can be happy. Sometimes, when it looks like all hope is lost, people can turn against each other. They end up full of hate. But really, when they stop and think about it, they're making themselves sad for no reason.
Director, what are you looking at me like that for? Huh?
Because it
Sorry.
brings back the
I was
past,
just remembering something.
such as
There
your
was a time
little
when I almost lost myself because I had so much hate in me.
bingo.
And then some friends showed me a way out.
Right.
Your
You and
sister.
Martin in the snow.
Yep.
It all began back then.
You blamed her for your
Sarah,
mother's death.
Weren't you the first one who said you wanted to save Cocoon? It was because Snow and Lightning vowed to carry out your wishes that we all came together back then. And to this day, Vanille and Fang still keep Cocoon safe.
And maybe Lightning does too.
Yes, but the old ark is almost finished. It will fall soon. It's going to be hard for many of us to abandon our old home.
But when you raise the new ark, maybe you can help our friends as well. We won't have to bear the burden of a world anymore.
That's the
And
hope.
just maybe, Vanille and Fang will be released from the crystal.
That was always in the back of your mind, wasn't it, Director? If we abandon the old cocoon, maybe you could free your friends. Or am I wrong?
Well,
It's okay. We all knew. We wanted to help anyway.
I've had the great fortune to be helped by many people over the years. Sarah and Noel, you were the ones who showed me how the future should be. You gave us all a motive.
Well, that's good to know that Pretty Boy here and Pretty Girl were able to be useful for your memories.
We got lost a lot. I don't know how many times I almost gave up.
humanity is doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past. It's part of being human. But we also have the ability to build new futures.
Well, as you would say, Noel, exactly. Once
Precisely.
preparations are complete, we plan to journey ahead 100 years. I want to be there. I want to see the raising of Cocoon with my own eyes.
I'm sure we'll meet again, Hope.
And when we do, we'll have Lightning with us.
Right. So, I guess this isn't really goodbye then, is it?
Not really.
For a new future.
Yeah, Koopa? See ya. Koopa?
Interesting. Y'all saw that.
I'm sorry, but in the new future that you wish to build, I no longer exist. Goodbye.